Now that the final update for Splatoon 2 is now out, the conversation has moved on to what is next for the series. People are now talking about what they want to see in Splatoon 3, and of course I will be making various amounts of videos. I've got a lot of videos planned where I will be talking about what I want to see in Splatoon 3, but one project that has got the community buzzing with hype and excitement is a fan-made project, Splatoon 3, made by a very talented concept artist called Squeaky. I'd just like to give a massive shout out to Squeaky and say a massive thank you for allowing me to use some of their artwork in this video. So yeah, make sure you are checking out Project Splatoon 3. I will leave a link to Squeaky in the comment section below, but my word, seeing this project, if I didn't know it was a fan-made project, I would have took it as, yeah, this is the official Splatoon 3. This is what Nintendo are going with. Seriously, oh my god, this has got me really excited. It's got me wanting Splatoon 3 to be big, to be bold, to be different, but still keep the soul of the Splatoon series intact. So yeah, I just want to pick out some of my favourite parts of Project Splatoon 3, and yeah, let's just start off with the idols. They are known as Coral Star, who are made up of Reva and Lume, and what some fans have done based on these designs from Squeaky. By the way, I'm sure most of you guys have seen this project floating around in like the internet, on Reddit, on Twitter. Let me know your thoughts about Project Splatoon 3 in the comment section below. But yeah, what some fans have done is they have took these designs and they have pretty much ran with it. Some people have created a couple of songs from these idols, and yeah, we'll be playing a couple of clips in the background. And yeah, what I will encourage you to do is check out the full songs. I will leave a link to those two songs in the description below. But yeah, I just love the designs for Coral Star. I would love it if Nintendo did something like this for Splatoon 3. Now, I probably will make a separate video talking about who I think the idols will be for Splatoon 3, but yeah, Coral Star, I think they are likeable in terms of designs, and you know what, the music is pretty cool as well. So yeah, Coral Star are the idols for Project Splatoon 3. What I love about Project Splatoon 3 is that they have introduced a brand new species into the world of Splatoon. They are known as Macoids, who are pretty much evolved versions of sharks. And yeah, I just love that whole aspect of bringing in more sea life into the universe of Splatoon, and who better to bring in than sharks, the typical villain of the underwater sort of scene. And yeah, pretty much Macoids, they are evolved versions of sharks. So they're not just sharks, they have added benefits as well. They have evolved over centuries to the point where they can breathe and walk on land. So a bit like Inklings and Octolings, how they have evolved from squids and octopi. I'm not really sure what the correct plural is for octopus, but I'm sure you guys will correct me in the comment section below. What is cool about Macoids is that they absorb water or other fluids into their body. Their body then converts it into a dark blue sort of ink sort of structure or fluid, which allows the Macoids to collapse and travel through that liquid. So just like Inklings and Octolings. I love the amount of detail that Squeaky has put into not only the artwork, but also the lore behind Project Splatoon 3. And you know what? If Nintendo did introduce something like this, I would be totally down for it in Splatoon 3. I really would. Project Splatoon 3 also has a brand new mode replacing Salmon Run, where you would come up against the Macoids in Mako missions, and also you come up against the Macoids in the story mode as well. And speaking of the story mode, it has definitely got me really interested. I think it would be really entertaining to play. I think it would be really entertaining to go through and see how the story would progress. It's really sort of enticing. So yeah, pretty much the story mode will see you help out 2 Inklings and Octolings that have been roaming around in a submarine-like ship called the NS Arctura. Commander Roria, an Inkling officer, and Admiral Remora, the Octarian captain of NS Arctura, travel to Inkopolis to warn of an incoming threat, the Salmonids, and pretty much as the Squidbeak Splatoon, you would play as Agent 7, and with the help of new technology supplied by the NS Arctura, you have to drive back the Salmonids, and later on through the single player you find out that the Salmonids are being led by the Macoids. They are pretty much the boss of the Salmonids. So yeah, that's a pretty cool story mode. Definitely sounds really interesting to play. What I like about it is that it is something different, it's something fresh, but you know what, it does feel something that could happen in the world of Splatoon. Yeah, let me know your thoughts about that story mode. Would you be alright if Splatoon 3 did turn out to have a story mode like what Project Splatoon 3 has? I will definitely be on board with it. More chapters for the story mode will be released by Squeaky over the coming months. So yeah, if you are interested in the story, make sure you are checking out Squeaky. A link to their Twitter again will be in the description, like what I did say earlier. But the new technology supplied by the NS Arctura has made its way into the multiplayer, where the multiplayer in Project Splatoon 3 has 8 brand new weapons to use. And yeah, there are some really unique concepts in there. I will just be picking out a couple of my favourites. I love how there is a bow and arrow type of weapon in there. That definitely would be really cool to use, although me not being a charger user, I'm not sure whether I would get the best out of that weapon. But I just love that unique sort of concept that we haven't really seen in Splatoon at the moment. I think that sort of thing would work in the multiplayer. There is also a roller that can also act as a shield as well. That probably might be a little bit annoying to come up against, but you know what? Definitely do like how unique it is. It is trying to mix up the multiplayer. And yeah, the other 6 weapons are doing the same as well. But yeah, I just love the amount of new weapons in this Project Splatoon 3. There are 7 new special weapons in Project Splatoon 3, including the Manta Mines, where you throw a gliding device overhead that flies over a long arc, dropping bouncy ink mines as it travels. It delivers mines in particular intervals, covering a long rectangular area in a grid of mines. So yeah, it definitely is a fun concept, although coming up against it, I think it would be quite annoying coming up against quite a lot of ink mines on the battlefield. My favourite special weapon is the swordfish that deploys a large weapon that projects ink for 10 seconds. It can be swung every second, launching ink in a wide arc, dealing 50 damage. Direct hits from the sword will deal 300 damage. I think that would be really fun, going around with a swordfish, just swinging around trying to get direct hits. I just love that sort of sword play aspect to it. I love sort of games where you do have a sword to use in combat. This would be Splatoon's version of that. I definitely am a fan of that special weapon, so yeah, make sure you are checking out the link in the description for all of the other special weapons. Just when you thought Project Splatoon 3 couldn't get any better, they are proposing 20 new hairstyles in this project, which I think Nintendo definitely needs to do with Splatoon 3. We need more Octoling hairstyles, and yeah, I would definitely love to see more Inkling hairstyles as well. But yeah, the priority should be definitely on more Octoling hairstyles in Splatoon 3. Project Splatoon 3 is also proposing a new customization feature called tinctures, which looks really cool. And yeah, I definitely feel like Nintendo should add in more customization options into Splatoon 3 so that we can sort of create more of our own sort of styles of Inklings and Octoling. It would be great to sort of have those sort of extra features to make our Inklings and Octolings look more unique. I think that is definitely needed. I am definitely in favour of what Squeaker is proposing here. But yeah, let me know your thoughts about Project Splatoon 3 in the comments section below. I just love the amount of creativity to this project. I would love it if Nintendo implemented something like this for Splatoon 3, and like what said before, I am not really bothered if Splatoon 3 is many years in the future, because then it would give Nintendo the opportunity to do something different, to be sort of different to like Splatoon 1 and Splatoon 2. It allows them to sort of develop more interesting, bigger and bolder ideas and concepts like what this Project Splatoon 3 is offering. So yeah, I want Splatoon 3 to still feel like Splatoon, but I feel like Splatoon 3 should feel like a more bigger jump from what we had with Splatoon 1 and Splatoon 2. I feel like with Splatoon 3 it should be a much bigger leap than what we are used to, but still keeping like the sort of main aspects that we know and love, and that is the gameplay. The core gameplay should still stay the same, apart from introducing new weapons and new special weapons as well. But in terms of the story and introducing more sort of sea life creatures into the universe of Splatoon, like what this project is doing, I want Nintendo to do the same. So I really want Nintendo to take a look at this project and think, you know what, this would be really good for Splatoon 3. Let's take some of these ideas and, you know what, let's just expand on it, make it a little bit bigger, make it a little bit better. And who knows, maybe if they did start developing this sort of project, they might think of more ideas, more concepts to use as well. They might stumble on something and they might think, you know what, this would work really well in this game as well. So Splatoon 3, if it is many years in the future, then it does give Nintendo the opportunity to put more time into ideas like Project Splatoon 3. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What is really good about this project is that it is keeping the community engaged, it's keeping the community sort of hyped. It just means that we've got something to be excited about until Nintendo do reveal something official in Splatoon, whether it be a spin-off game or Splatoon 3. So yeah, massive shout out to Project Splatoon 3 and Squeaker. I am definitely a massive fan of it. I'm sure you guys have heard of it before, but I really wanted to talk about it on the channel. And yeah, I would love it if Splatoon 3 took this direction and it went with what Squeaker is doing with Project Splatoon 3. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Would you want Splatoon 3 to be like Project Splatoon 3? Also check out the description and let me know in the comment section below what your favourite new weapon and special weapon is in Project Splatoon 3. But yeah, that's pretty much it with this video, and I will see you in another video soon, hopefully.